Hello, I am Mari of So Disorganised and welcome to part 2 of my fabric haul with a difference. So if you haven't watched part 1, I would recommend it. I mean, you don't really need to, but you will miss out on an entire bag of fabric. But you might have just come straight from the last video. In that case, you might want to just skip this and move straight to the fabric. But if you haven't watched the first one, or like you watched it a week ago and you're coming back to it, I will just do a little recap of what this video is about. So basically, me and my family moved a while ago. We had a 2-week gap between moving, so we put all our stuff in storage. And recently I did like a supermarket sweep style of the storage locker and just picked up loads of fabric that I forgot that I had. And I kind of did like a shop your stash, but it was an incredible shop your stash because I had forgotten all of the fabrics that were in there. And then I thought I would come and share that with you because, I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so I thought I would just come and share those fabrics because I know I know a lot of us like a fabric haul, me too. Especially if I'm on a fabric ban, I love to live other people's fabric hauls by them, and these are obviously fabrics that you probably won't be able to get anymore because some of them go back as far as like 6 years ago, but still I thought I would just share them with you and yeah, we'll talk them through. So in the last video I shared that I had bought 2 new fabrics and that I was gifted one fabric but I couldn't find it. Well, I've just moved one of the bags and I found it had fallen under the bag, so I will share this with you. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that I am a So Confident ambassador. And recently Liberty brought out a crossover with Bridgerton. So they made a load of Bridgerton prints. And the wonderful team at So Confident sent me 1/2 meter just to see if I want to make anything so I can get a feel of it. Just as a little treat really. No expectation to sew up, but just a little gift. And it is beautiful. So I chose this one. The other one that I really liked, I'll put a picture up. There was one like a bouquet, but I just love this one. I love the smattering of flowers. It's absolutely beautiful. It feels, as anybody who's felt Liberty fabrics knows, it just feels like silky smooth. It is beautiful. And I've got 1/2 meter, so only a little bit, but I'm thinking of probably making a bag with this. Yeah, I'll probably interface. I've got some cotton interfacing. Some cotton woven interfacing, so I'll probably interface it. I might even interface it twice, give it more of a canvas feel. And then I'm thinking, like, it'd make a beautiful bum bag, wouldn't it? Or like a little just side bag, or something like the Blackbird Fabrics Bestie bag. But really itchy nose. Sorry, guys. Sorry, really itchy nose. It's driving me mad. I'm trying to ignore it. I really am, but it just got too much. Yeah, so that's my plans with this, and it is beautiful, and they only have a limited quantity online on So Confident website, so if you did want some, I wouldn't delay. And I don't know if this is just going to be a limited drop from Liberty. I don't know if they'll redo it or not. And if you use the code MARI10, then you do get a discount. You get 10% off. So, and then I get points too. So it's a win-win for us all, and who doesn't love a win-win? So yeah, that is that was meant to be shown in the last video that was not. Okay, moving on. Should we do Lucky Dip style again? I'll just reach down. Let's just reach down. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is actually one I want to get sewn up soon, and one of the fabrics, I went for 2 fabrics, and this was one of them. And I want, Helen's Closet has recently released a dress that I cannot remember the name of. Lottie, I don't know. Anyway, as soon as they released the pattern, I loved it, I bought it. I love the mini dress version, and that is what I want to make in this. So I originally bought this, and it was described as a viscose. However, when it arrived, it is definitely not a viscose. It feels much more like a viscose linen. And I will show you, like on the back, you can see, I don't know if it's showing up, but you can see like there's a lot of slubby texture, a lot of linen, a linen weave to it. So I'm like 99% sure that this is a viscose linen. I would do a burn test, but I'm not that bothered because it feels like 100% natural anyway. I'm not that fussed. but it's got a beautiful drape, and just I love the kind of overwhelming print of it. And I want to make the mini dress. I will put a picture up so you know what I'm talking about, of the new Helen's Closet pattern, but it's basically like just a strappy dress, really summery, really flirty, really fun. And yeah, I just think this will be beautiful for that, and really twirly. So that is my plan for that one, and I want to get that sewn up really soon. It is probably not this month, as I do have a few projects I've got to work on, but definitely it will be sewn up in July, if not June. So yeah, I love this. This is one of my favorites. Okay, next. Let's see what's in here. This one. So this was kind of like a afterthought grab. It was just there. Doesn't really excite me because it is just a plain. It's Tencel denim. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of stretch to it, like two-way stretch. So it would make a really nice pair of trousers. I love lilac. Lilac is one of my favourite colours, but lilac does not love me. It really, as you can see, it kind of pales me out. It makes me look a bit yellowy, a bit sallow. Does not do me any favours. So I don't tend to wear it up top, but for things like trousers and that, I absolutely love it. And this is probably what it's going to be, a pair of trousers. I do have this in a few more colourways. When they did their like Tencel cotton drop, I can't remember what they called it, like Tencel denim or whatever. I have a red, an orange and a green, and I think maybe a pink. So my plan is to like make a load of trousers, short styles. I've already turned the red into a pair of shorts. Okay, put a picture up there so you can see that. And then like with the scraps, I want to make a jacket or something like that, and I think it'd be really fun. So yeah, yeah, that is my plan for that. Like I said, not massively exciting, but I probably will sew that up at some point soon anyway. Okay, what is next in the bag? These. Okay, I love this. And this is the other fabric that I went to storage for. And oh, it smells so good. Sorry, it's already been pre-washed because this is what I plan to sew up next. And it is Sew Recreate the Look on Instagram, which I believe is hosted by Jen of Jen Leg something. I'm really sorry, guys. And I can't remember. It's hosted by two people, and like you know, like the names are on your tip of your tongue, but you can't quite cross that threshold. I'll put the names there, and I'll share the details in the corner anyway. But yeah, it's basically Sew Recreate the Look is where you find an inspiration picture and you recreate it. And my Recreate the Look, and I will put a picture up there, is in this exact same fabric, and it's a wrap style dress. And I can't remember the name of. I always want to say it's like Mulby. I'm so bad with names today, honestly, I'm forgetting them all. But anyway, it's not who I always get default to, I can't remember who it is. But I'll put the name, I'll put a picture of their website, I'll put a picture of the dress. And they do a dress in exactly this fabric, which is a wrap style dress, which is gorgeous. And I want to use the By Hand London Hannah dress to recreate that dress. I just have to hack it a bit, make the skirt a bit shorter. And I do want to twirl it first, because I did hear a few people when they made it, they did find the front a bit too gaping, a bit too big. And I do want that oversized look, but I don't want it to, I want to look purposely oversized, not that I bought the wrong size dress. So I want it to fit in all the right places, basically. So yeah, that is probably one of the next things I'm going to sew. I'm just waiting. So I ordered the dress back in I ordered the sewing pattern back in 2020. Since then, I've gone for a laptop. I don't have the files, and when I went to download them, they weren't available, you know, I guess because it just been a while and the files had expired. So I'm waiting for them to email me back with the files so I can actually get that downloaded and printed. And then, yeah, I'm really excited to get this sewn. I think it's going to be such like an ultimate summer dress, and I absolutely love the version that I showed you. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for that. And that is going to be my Sew Recreate the Look dress. Okay, what is next? What do we have in here? I've been doing this like Lucky Dip, it's so exciting. Okay, canvas. This one, and I'm sure a lot of you recognize this. It is a cotton and steel canvas that I brought, I want to say in 2018. I hadn't been sewing long, but I got to that point where I felt like I could treat I think it was even a birthday present for myself, like years back, and I splurged a bit. No, it was a no, it was either a birthday or Christmas present anyway, because that's just I could justify like spending that much money at that point in my sewing. And I bought 2 meters of this. Originally, they were to make a pair of trousers. I still kind of want to make a pair of trousers, but I want to say this is only 44 inches. And I've only got 2 meters. And I don't want to get to that point where I start cutting it out and I realise I don't have enough fabric, because I don't use traditional cutting layouts. I tend to fold the fabric in a way that I can like maximise the amount I can get out of it. But I don't know if a narrow 2 meters and narrow 44 inches is going to just be too narrow to get trousers out of. And I think the worst thing that could happen would be that I got part way through and realised I didn't have enough, because it is not the easiest fabric to get hold of. It is not cheap, and especially in the canvas, it's not really around many places. So yeah, and when shops do get it in stock, it sells out so quickly. So yeah, we shall see. But if not, then I'm thinking same as this fabric, just like a pair of pleated paper bag waist shorts would look really cute. I still really do want to make trousers. I'm just so nervous. I don't know. Maybe if I get a 44-inch 2 meter wide fabric, I can toile it and see beforehand. I do also think it'd make a really, really cute pair of shorts. So I don't know. I've been really, really scared. I've had this for so long because I've been so scared to cut into it. And I definitely think I'm at that point in my sewing now where it's not the sewing it that I'm worried about. I know that it will turn out fine, especially if I use like a pattern that I've used before. Like I made the deer and doe, is it the Gannett shorts, I think? And I really enjoyed making them. They came out great, and I think they would work perfect for this. It's more that I'm still so torn because I really do want to turn them into trousers. But then the more I think about shorts in these, the more I like it. And then I could also make a matching bag out of it because I have the scraps. So, it's a win-win. We will see. Okay, next. Okay, this one. So this one hasn't actually been in storage long. Because this one was intended actually to be in I put a few fabrics aside to like come into my stash room immediately, straight away unpack, and I think this was meant to be in there and it got mixed up in one of the other boxes, so I rescued it. I bought it straight out, and this is the Bargello edit. This was from their Kickstarter fabric, and I brought 3 meters of this during their Kickstarter trial. Narissa Pratt has released a new fabric line. They are amazing. I'll put some pictures up there. I haven't brought any. I'm so tempted, but I'm really, really trying not to buy fabric, and I don't know what I would make from it. And like I said, I bought this in the last Kickstarter. It's still in my stash, so if I haven't sewn up the one from the last Kickstarter, I can't really justify buying the one from the new Kickstarter. Although I might, if she does like wholesale release, I might end up buying it from another shop at some point. I don't know, but still, this one. I have 3 meters, and my plan for this is to make something like the matchy brunch set, like shorts and that and this. Although Fabric Godmother have released a new pattern which I love. If anybody remembers that like viral Garni top, the one with the ties and the ruffle, I did make one of them. I do kind of have the self-drafted pattern, but I love the dress version that Fabric Godmother have made, so I'm probably going to buy the pattern. It is on my wish list, and I'll either turn this into a dress, but I'm still thinking like maybe the top from that and then the brunch ruffle shorts would be really cute in this. And I think it would just be the ultimate loungewear. Like it's getting to camping season, and I love camping. It is so good. I love staying in a tent. I love being in nature, but I love having cute loungewear to wear around the tent, and I think this would be the perfect like picnic style camping what am I thinking of? Like loungewear. So yeah, that is my plan for this, and I will get this sewn up in the summer. Now it is coming into camping season, like July when the kids break up. I will get this sewn up for that, and I'm very excited because I think it's going to look amazing. And if I sew this up, I might even be able to then justify buying some of her new launch. So yeah, that is incentive to get this sewn up, isn't it? Because there's some but then it's just picking which one, because there are so many amazing ones. Okay, next. Oh, we're 15 minutes in, I think nearly halfway through. I told you this was going to be a meaty one, guys. Okay, next is this one. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, like when it came out. It's very reminiscent of some Liberty prints, but it's a cotton poplin. It's not the same quality as Liberty. It's a lot sturdier, a lot less drapey because it is a cotton poplin, but it's still beautiful. And my plans for this are probably just going to be a blouse, like a nice summer, maybe like the patina blouse or something like that. Although again, it would make cute shorts, but no. Or maybe like I was going to do the blouse for that. Maybe that would look really cute as a blouse. I'm obsessed with the Garni Duke top, and yeah, I really just want to make a load of them. So I might even do that in that. But it's going to be some sort of blouse. I'm not sure what. But I just think it's going to look beautiful in the summer. I have so many plans and not enough time. Why did I get all this fabric? I'm just getting stressed out. Okay, next. Mushrooms. And if you watched the first video, I explained my love of mushrooms. So I don't need to do that again. But, oh, they're upside down. They're upside down mushrooms. But yeah, I love this. Again, psychedelic. Love a psychedelic print. Love mushrooms. This is the Ruby Star Society print. I bought half a metre of this a while back because I wanted to make like a cube pencil case thing. It's not really a pencil case. It's like a big cube. I did a mesh top and it zipped around the top, and I basically used it to store like my diary and my pens and just my like organisational like notebooks and that. And I loved it so much that I had to buy some more. And when I initially bought this, and this could possibly still be my plans, I wanted to make the True Bias Rory, I don't know, what would you call it? Like a jumpsuit? I think that's kind of jumpsuit. So I made that before when it was the Yari. And it's going to sound really, really ridiculous. But do you remember when they was going through all that, I'm so lost for words. That period of time, that'll do. Yeah, that period of time where we were very much made aware of like Asian appropriation, and like Asian cultural theft and that. And rightly so, when that happened, a lot of companies who had patterns that were previously named with Asian influence, they changed it. They explained what they were doing. They explained what they'd learned and why they'd made that decision in the first place and why they'd gone on to make that decision. Well, the True Bias Rory was originally called the True Bias Yari. And then when that came out, they did change the name to Rory, which was obviously good. But there was no explanation there. They didn't explain why they'd called it Yari in the first place, which maybe they didn't have a reason, maybe they liked the name. You can kind of forgive it because, I mean, you can't really excuse ignorance, but loads of people were ignorant. And then they changed it to Rory, but they didn't give any explanation of why they changed it. When a few people commented, because they didn't even really say that they changed it, they just kind of did it, like, and just acted like it never had an Asian name before. And then I saw a few people commenting on a post that had posted with a new name. Like I said, no explanation, just saying, you know, that somebody, like, sharing somebody's make of the Rory jumpsuit. And they just ignored all those comments, and they were replying to other comments about different things. But anybody who asked, like, oh, is there a reason you did this? Are you going to explain the reason? And they just completely ignored those comments. And it just felt a bit icky. It's probably the best way to say it. It just made me feel a bit uncomfortable. It's like nobody was judging them for its previous name, but you obviously changed it because you thought it was wrong. And I just feel like there could have been an explanation there. instead of acting like they'd never done anything wrong and it had always been Rory, which very much felt like what they were going for, a sweep it under the rug, and kind of gaslight people into believing that it was always called Rory. And I know a lot of people will find that a really ridiculous reason to be put off a pattern, and like it kind of puts me in two minds, but like I said, it just does, it makes me feel a bit icky towards the pattern. And I know that Megan Nielsen has a pattern very similar called the Durban jumpsuit, which doesn't give me those feelings, and I'm much more, so I'm kind of more torn towards that. The only reason I would sew up the Rory is because I already had that pattern and I'd have to buy the Durban. But like I said, I don't know, I just feel, it makes me feel uncomfortable, and I can't explain it, and if you don't understand, I don't expect you to understand, but it's a very visceral feeling I get about it, and that's why, that was a very, very, very long tangent, but basically that's why I might sew this into something different now. Okay, that was a very long tangent. Anyway, swiftly moving on to this beauty, and I brought this when shops like Monkey and that had I had loads of collections in this style print. I think Damson Madder even did a collection in this print, and it's very, I mean, if you look at all the other fabrics I've got, it's very muted and very toned down, but I do still like it. I will probably turn it into a dress. I will probably save it for autumn, because it's a lot more autumnal colours, and I don't really feel it fits into my summer wardrobe. And that is probably the reason. I've got 2.5 meters, and I will turn it into a dress, because I think if I turned it into a top or something like that, it would clash with a lot of the more colourful bits of my wardrobe. Whereas if I make it into like an autumn style dress, I don't have to style it as much. It's just a lot easier, and yeah, it will be like a standalone piece, which I think would work much better, because like I said, it is just completely out of the colour palette of the rest of my wardrobe. But I'm still occasionally drawn to neutrals, and this was when I was going through a phase where I was a lot more drawn to neutrals, and I hadn't quite exploded in colour in the way that I have now. So yeah, beautiful fabric. It's a seersucker. It was from Self-Made, which was originally Stuff and Still. But yeah, so I still want to sew it up. I could de-stash it, but I don't want to, because I still really like it. And yeah, I'm thinking I might even make, if anybody saw my Damson Madder recreation dress, I will put it up. I love that. The original wasn't a very similar fabric to this, so I could make it in that and have this as like my autumn version, and the other one is my summer version, although this is actually more of a summery fabric than my last one, but just colour wise. So I don't know, but I love it, and I'm still waiting for inspiration to hit on this. But yeah, I love it too much to de-stash, even though it feels really out of place in my colour palette theme. Okay, next is this William Henry cotton, and I brought this to make a bag, not a garment. I love it. I loved William Henry had a massive moment, like his art prints had a massive moment in the sewing community. I mean, they're still kind of there, and I just love this one. I love, again, this, if you watched the first one, you would have seen that floral fabric. It's got that very much bedspread curtain feel to it. I've got, I've got a meter, maybe 1.5 meters, but my plan is just to make some kind of bag. I've got enough here that I could probably make a couple bags, like maybe like a banana sling bag and a tote bag. But yeah, I just thought that would be a really nice, fresh, summery bag one. So not as exciting because it's not a garment, but it's still a very, very lovely print. Okay, next is, that was the third one. No, that was the same one. I said Simply Fabrics Bridgerton. That was the second one, wasn't it? Oh man, that's what happens when you speak for nearly an hour. Your brain goes doolally. Okay, this one was from Simply Fabrics Brixton, and I love it. It's a viscose. It's beautiful. It's a massive nod towards ancient Grecian style art. It's like the vases, the mythical lady. You a mythical lady? I like, yeah. So, but I'll be completely honest and crass. The thing that drew me to this was the boobies. I know, I'm such a child. I know I can't help it. But I love a booby print. there are 3 categories that when I look at fabric that draws me in. So there's practical, so that tends to be like a plain solid coloured jersey, or if I have something that like I need a gap in my wardrobe and I need to buy fabric accordingly. So there's practical. Then there's vibrancy, colour and print. So if I'm drawn to like a really vibrant colour or print, so I've got, this isn't part of this for a different video, but it's like something like this. It is a print that draws me in, it's the colours that draw me in. And then the third category is like a unique and unusual design. And that's what this one filled. I'd never seen anything like it in this style of design. I said it just made me laugh because it's just so unusual. It's so fun. It's so quirky. And yeah, like I said, I'm just a sucker for a booby print because we need to be embracing boobies, because all boobies are beautiful, including these really weird white ones, which I don't understand why they're a different colour to the rest of her body. Maybe they kind of look like eyes. If you like, I'm such a child. But like, if you remove the arm, it kind of looks just like a really, really weird face. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's enough booby talk. Right, go away, you. You're making me weird. I've gone delirious from recording. Oh, if you guys are hanging on in, well done. I'm so impressed, because I swear I have just gone mad now. Okay, moving on to this beautiful hand print Indian hand block print fabric. And I actually won this in an Instagram competition. And I could choose like some of the fabrics. It's from a place called On Baby, I believe is the name. And they do like a lot of children's ready to wear clothing, like handmade children's ready to wear clothing from beautiful Indian block prints and that. But they do the occasional fabric drop. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. I don't know what I had in mind to make this, but I'm now thinking I'm probably going to make a shirt for my son. I'm actually going to do some selfless sewing. I know, look, get me. But because it's beautiful, I love it. But it's not something I feel like I would reach for a lot. Like if I made this, there is a lot of stuff that I would reach for before I reached for this to style it. But I know it's something that my son would absolutely love, and it would look just so cute, made up into like a nice beachy style shirt. So I feel like he would get a lot more wear out of it than I would. So yeah, that is probably my plan for this bit of selfless sewing. Make a nice short sleeve beachy style shirt for my son for the summer. And it's such a nice lightweight cotton that I think it'll be really nice for keeping the sun off but keeping him cool, because he does run on hot. The only thing that worries me is because hand print cotton tends to be quite thin. He's not the most destructive child, he's a very sensitive child. I would never make it something for my daughter because she would break it in a heartbeat. But I do worry that it might be a bit too fragile for children's clothing. But then they've made loads in this kind of stuff, so obviously works fine. And then it's just an option. It just gives me the opportunity to do some mending and playing around with that. So yeah. That is my plan for that. Okay, we are on to, I think the last 3 fabrics. We're getting there, guys. We're doing it. We're making our way through. Okay, next is this one from Hey So Sister. And as I've said previously, I love a retro print. I'm anything like 70s, 80s, 90s, I really, really enjoy. Sorry, I just had a notification getting distracted. Oh, just had a notification saying that my my uni reference has come back, so I can send off my application. So exciting. Sorry. I will talk about that in another video, but yeah, I'm basically applying to do fashion at Falmouth University, so fingers crossed for me. All the fingers, toes and butt cracks crossed, please. Anyway, moving on. Like I said, guys, I really am getting delirious. I think I need to get some sunshine or food in a minute. I haven't eaten today, and that's probably why. My blood sugar level is just sending me doolally. yeah, but anyway, I love this. I think this is gonna look amazing in like this style t-shirt. I've got 2 meters, so I could also make a dress because I think it would look really nice, like a tank style dress. But I'm more drawn to wearing it as a t-shirt and like a pair of shorts in the summer. I've been getting back into skateboarding recently, so I think it would just be a really, really cute skateboard outfit. Yeah, it would just look awesome. So that is my plan for this, and I will probably get this sewn up soon because it's really good for summer, and it will be a t-shirt, so it'll be a really nice like quick palette cleanser project. I've got a lot on at the moment, so it would be quite nice to just step back and do something that I could sew entirely on my overlocker, even if my overlocker is being a bit of an arsehole right now and not working properly. So yeah, maybe. I've got a stretch thread if need be, if it plays up too much. So yeah, but anyway, again, I digress on a tangent. And that is my plan for this. All right, we're 2 left, guys. We've got this. Okay, moving on to this absolutely stunning cotton, which is covered in, we're just covered in fluff. This is from Simply Fabrics. Again, I told you, you will definitely notice a theme with my shops. And I love it. It is stunning. It is a cotton. Do I have 2 or 3 meters here? Maybe 2.5. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And I've been just hoarding and coveting this for so long because it's just so beautiful and unique. And I'm pretty sure it's from their handwoven collection. And it's just got these like beautiful slubby details. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was made by hand, so it's really, really special. So yeah, whatever I make in it, I want it to be something that I will enjoy for years, not something that I will love this season and then want to just sell on Vinted the next season because suddenly my style has evolved and changed, which does happen, and you know it's bound to happen. So it's not something I'm mad about. But there are certain fabrics like this that are just too precious to ever, like I want this to last me into my 80s when I'm an old lady and I still plan to be super fashionable. Although I did have an idea for this, and comment if you think this is a good idea or a bad idea. But By Hand London have the Narissa coat, and I really think that this would make a nice long version of that. But then, I mean, I'd get a lot of wear out of it, but would I rather have it as like a dress or something? I'm not sure, but I do think that this would make the most gorgeous like maxi style coat in like a quilted jacket style. So I don't know. I really want to get this sewn up. I don't want this to keep languishing in my stash. It's too beautiful to be hidden away from the world. But I'm just so nervous. Whatever I turn it into, it will at least have 2 toiles before I do it, because I want to be absolutely sure and certain before I cut into this. This is probably one of my favourite fabrics in my stash. I have a lot of emotional feelings towards this fabric because it's just so beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna cry. Anyway, last fabric before I absolutely lose my mind and just have to be locked in a padded room. It's getting close, guys. We're getting there. Right, this is the final. It's the final fabric. Oh my God, I just gotta get this done. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to go make a cheese toasty because I think that will improve my sanity. But this was from the So Hailey Jane box. I love it. I feel like this is the epitome of summer fabric. Originally, I wanted to turn this into the Q dress by Nina Lee, but then Helen of Helen's Closet released her new pattern, and similar to this, I think it would make a really cute dress, but I quite like to make this in like the romper style. I might even do this like a toile before I do this. Not that I feel like I really need to toile that dress, but it does have a fairly fitted bodice and I am a little bit busty, so maybe. But yeah, it's a viscose, it's really floaty, it's really comfy, and like I said, it just really does feel very summery. The reds, the flowers. So yeah, that I might even get sewn up soon because I might sew this up before I sew this up. But either way, I think it would just be a really cute twirly skirt dress. But like I said, I also do think it would look really cute as a romper. But the skirt is obviously, the skirt is more convenient for toileting. But I live in Cornwall where it's very, very windy, and I mean, I guess I could make a pair of shorts to go underneath it. That would probably be a good idea, because I am constantly terrified of my skirt blowing up, and for good reason, because it does happen a lot. If I wear a very floaty dress, it is guaranteed. So Liam just called and interrupted that video, so I don't know where I got to, but we'll carry on. Professional. This is a very professional channel, in case you guys hadn't noticed. I'm peak professionalism. Anyway, I think I pretty much said everything I need to say about this dress anyway, but yeah, that is my plan for this. So that is all of the fabric. Well done, everybody, you made it. I mean, some of you might not have made it, and I completely get it because that was long, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will be back soon, at least with a So Fruity video, if not something before that. I always want to do more filming, but it's just trying to find the time. It's not so much the recording. I enjoy the recording. I just hate the editing. And then I always put it off and then it never gets done. But I will get this out to you. I will get this out to you soon. I might even get it edited and put up today. Who knows? I might be on the ball. I know a lot of you have been asking about podcast episodes. I plan to record one today. I will be completely honest. I recorded one. I hated it. I felt so stressed by it when it came to editing that I'm going to redo it. I'm going to do it on a different topic. And I will hopefully get that out to you next week my next week. I'm recording this on Wednesday. I don't know what the date is. No, I don't know what the date is. But yeah, I will hopefully get that out to you soon. And yeah, I plan on making more content soon. I just feel like life has been very chaotic at the moment. I've had so much stuff to do, so many life events that So yeah, I hopefully will get one out before the So Fruity video, which will come out on the 23rd of June. But I can't make any promises because I also know myself very well. But maybe I might even do my next video on power mesh while it's in my mind to talk about, and yeah. Get off. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I will hopefully be back soon. I'll definitely be back at the end of the month for another video, but I will hopefully be back soon with a new video. Thanks so much. I think I'm losing my voice now, so I need to go get a drink. Bye.